Lost my pen. Oh, well. Here. Give me one of your good ones.
Good evening. Welcome everyone to the Lebanon Utility Service Board meeting for Wednesday, July 25th, 2018. Let the record reflect that this meeting was properly advertised. There was a working session prior at which no decisions were made. All board members are present, less Gary Ladd, and that's the reason I'm in his seat tonight. So with that being said, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, item number 3, approval of minutes from July 11th meeting is an action item. Everyone had a chance to review the minutes from the July 11th meeting?
Move we approve the minutes of the July, geez, oh Pete. I move that we approve the minutes of the July 11th meeting.
Second that.
Motion second to approve the minutes from July 11th meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes for minutes. Moving on to item 4, East Street Project Change Order number 4. That will be Michael Susong and Josh Spencer.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hi, Michael.
Since there was a little bit of a discussion in the working session about this item to clear up some of the questions from the last meeting, we're requesting board approval for additional funds for the East Street project. These additional funds are required mainly because of 3 things: the unsuitable soils, properly connect the library, and then also pavement restoration after a water main was laid in the street. So we are asking the board to approve change order number 4 in the amount of $77,781.77.
All right, thank you, Michael. Any questions, comments for Michael?
I really appreciate you guys going back and giving clarification, supporting the request. Sorry that we put you through all that legwork, but thank you very much because a higher level of details were given to us at the working session to support the activities here. So thank you guys very much.
Yes, thanks, Michael. Anything else for Michael?
Nope.
If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve the sex paying change order number 4 for a not to exceed amount of $77,781.77 for additional work to undercut the roadway tie-in for the library and pavement restoration related to the East Street project, with the general manager signing all pertinent documents.
Second.
Motion made by Jim, second by Dan. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Right, motion passes. Thanks, Michael. Moving on to item 5, Edwards Drive Lift Station dedication. Legal counsel Jeff Jacob and Josh Spencer.
Board, if you will recall, there was just by way of background, when Ken's Foods announced that they were coming into town, there was quite a bit of work done to move forward with how to get them sewer service. And part of that scope was a potential regional detention facility. That project fell through, and Lebanon Utilities, in conjunction with Duke Realty, stepped in and worked through, especially with our wastewater department, Josh and Michael, with a quick fix. And just by way of background, you guys executed a memorandum of understanding, or excuse me, Mike Whitman did, where we worked very quickly with Duke, Ken's, and the utility to come up with a solution so that they could become operational by a very quickly approaching date certain. This document is the last step in the culmination of that memorandum of understanding related to the Edwards Drive lift station. So what this document does, and it is somewhat unique, so I wanted to give you the background. One of Duke's entities created a lift station that was serving the Lebanon Business Park area. They owned, operated, and maintained that, which is somewhat unique within Lebanon. And that was done for a variety of reasons. So as part of the memorandum of understanding, Duke stepped in and upgraded that lift station to our specifications. We are then agreeing to take over ownership of the lift station and provide that service. There have been a few times in this interim period where we've had to step in and handle some repairs. Duke is paying for those, I believe. And so this is the last step of that process. Now, what typically happens is that we own the land around our lift stations in immediate area. Given the uniqueness of this circumstance, we are recommending that we move forward with just an easement. And this easement will be in and around the lift station and the service lines to the lift station. There is a restriction as part of our memorandum of understanding that this lift station will service only properties within the Lebanon Business Park area. If we would seek to serve outside of that, we would have to get Duke's approval. Given the circumstances and given kind of our sewer master plan, everyone was comfortable with that restriction. So this is the last step where Duke has put together this agreement. They are in the process of executing on their end, subject to this board's approval, accepting the lift station. And in reality, this is the main pipeline to Ken's, to our system, and we're accepting a liability here. So it's not as though we're taking on something that, hey, great, we get this easement. We're taking on the operation of a lift station that was owned and controlled and paid for by Duke. Mm-hmm. But that's part of our charge, right? And we, as we've seen in the months of transition here between connection of Duke, or of Ken's, and transfer of ownership, which is proposed tonight, we believe that we're in the best position to control and operate that lift station and lines. So with that having been said, I would defer to Josh if there's anything else to add, but we are asking the board's approval and acceptance of this sanitary sewer easement agreement and sewer facilities conveyance.
Yes.
I don't have anything else to add. Duke did a wonderful job updating the lift station to our standards. The thing is operational, and Ken's has been online now for 2 months, and we've seen no issues with the lift station, so everything is going well. And this is the last piece for our comfort zone to operate the lift station and make sure our guys are safe and covered. So.
And just so everybody is aware, Josh and Michael did a very nice job. This was a fast approaching deadline, and within, I want to say, 7 to 10 days, we had a solution for Ken's to connect to our system, an MOU in place, meeting scheduled, and a plan moving forward to connect a major industry into the city of Lebanon sewer system. So again, this is our last step. Hopefully this is agreeable, and we'll put this issue to bed.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeff and Josh. Any questions, comments, anything additional? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion we move to approve and accept the Edwards Drive sanitary sewer easement agreement and sewer facility conveyance.
Second that.
Motion made by Bill, seconded by Jim to approve and accept the Edwards Drive sanitary sewer easement agreement and sewer facilities conveyance. Any other questions? If not, I will, all in favor?
If I may interject.
Yeah.
Could we, just because this is a property issue, could you include with that, and my apologies for not, Linda, thank you for mentioning this earlier, that part of your motion is amended to allow Mike Whitman as general manager to execute this document.
Bill, you want to add that to your motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Apologies.
All right, so we have a motion by Bill, second by Jim. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, item 6, announcement and approval of general manager retirement and benefits. This is an action item. Human Resource Manager Sandra Morgan will ask the board to accept the retirement of General Manager Mike Whitman.
Good evening. As you're aware, Mike Whitman, Lebanon Utility General Manager, has given notice of his intent to retire. Mike started his career with Lebanon Utilities on February 4th, 2014, when he was hired by the general manager at the time to oversee the electric bond projects. In late 2015, the Lebanon Utility Service Board promoted Mike to general manager to help reorganize and lead Lebanon Utilities into the future. On a personal note, it has been a pleasure getting to know Mike. Mike enjoys traveling with his wife, visiting his family, biking for hundreds of miles at a time, not just small bike rides, and photography, even if that means freezing to death in Yukon territory. So Mike belongs to the Central Indiana Biking Association and the Indianapolis Photography Guild. Mike always has a smile for us, and he's willing to listen to anything we say. He often ends his conversations with me by asking, "Is there anything that I can do for you?" How amazing is that? You know, when the general manager is asking you, what can he do to help you? That's not an attribute that you find in just anyone, and I'm really going to miss him. From a utility standpoint, Mike has done an excellent job in his 4.5 years in the Lebanon Utility Management role. This was a period of great expansion for Lebanon Utilities, and Mike's leadership during this time was essential to the completion of the projects in an economic and timely manner. For approximately 3 years, Mike also represented Lebanon Utilities through his participation in the IMPA legislative committees. So in addition to the great times of celebration of those major projects, Mike has helped us all the way through, employee recognizing birthdays. I get a birthday card from him every year. I think everybody does. But childbirths, weddings, but he's also led us through some very tough times. So, we have daily crises. We've had employee sicknesses. Mike's there with us through all of that. Disciplination, terminations, rate cases, all that's pretty hard stuff to work on. Through it all, Mike has been a great leader, a mentor to others, a guidance counselor, and a shoulder to lean on, but most of all, he's been a really good friend to all of us. Mike's understanding and compassion for the employees has been his focus here. He's made this utility an extended family of his own, where as long as family comes first, the work will get done. And, many times on a personal level, I've had issues come up at home, and it doesn't matter what's going on, Mike always says, "No, go home, take care of your family." The last thing I want to add is about Mike's ethics. Mike always seeks the advice of others, and he always listens to their input. He never comes in with the attitude that he's right. He always comes in and he wants to know what everyone else thinks. He listens, then he makes a decision. So, in summary, though, I am requesting that the board honor Mike by accepting his retirement with an effective date of October 3rd, 2018, and approving the benefits as recommended by the Personnel Committee. This will in no way affect his pension benefits. It's just a way to honor his years of service. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. Mike, on behalf of Gary and the board, I want to thank you for your service here, your leadership, and congratulate you on your retirement. I know you'll have lots of good travels and take care of yourself, and we appreciate it. So,
Thank you.
we'll go ahead and entertain a motion here. If there are any other comments or questions, and then I'll entertain a motion on this, and then Mike can make some comments if he'd like to.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, you're welcome. I'll have more comments about my participation with Lebanon Utilities in the city and on another board occasion. Thank you.
I move to approve and accept the general manager retirement date of October the 3rd, 2018, along with benefits as recommended by the Personnel Committee.
Second.
Motion made by Dan, seconded by Bill to approve and accept General Manager Whitman's retirement date of October 3rd, 2018, along with benefits as recommended by the Personnel Committee.
Thank you.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Item 7, approval of claims. Everybody had a chance to review the claims? If there are no questions, entertain a motion for that.
I make a motion we approve the claims.
Second that.
Motion made by Bill, seconded by Jim to approve the claims. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Move on to item 8. Any other business that may come before this body? General Manager Whitman.
Thank you. Good evening, and thanks for being with us tonight. Lebanon Utilities is your not-for-profit utility owned by you, the citizens of Lebanon. Succession planning efforts for the water and wastewater utilities are ongoing. 7 members of the water and wastewater staffs are currently in training to become fully trained and certified operators. These staff members are obtaining on-the-job skills every day as they assist experienced operators with various duties. They are also taking classes to gain knowledge about utility systems as part of their preparation for taking certification examinations. The water distribution crew, led by Denny Wilhoit, is actively working on hydrant maintenance throughout the city to ensure hydrants work properly and are easily identified. Lebanon Utilities has been selected as the regional training center for Indiana Municipal Electric Association's various training programs. Currently, we are hosting 10 linemen from throughout the state as they are completing their apprenticeship program and becoming a lineman journeyman. One person in this program is our own Blade Lashley, who will become our 7th journeyman. Our congratulations to Blade on this accomplishment. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us today, and please remember, be safe out there. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mike. Move on to item 9, opportunity for public comment, if there is any. Don't see any comments. With that, the next board meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, August 8th at 5 p.m. If there are no other comments, questions, or public comment, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Wish I could second it.
Second.
Motion made by Jim, seconded by Dan. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting will be adjourned. Thank you.